am so thrilled to be doing this series with my friend and my colleague, someone who has been such an inspiration for me. You know, it's as if that she and I have known each other a lifetime or many lifetimes. And how do you actually put something like that into words? That's what I want to say about my very special co-host today, Jacqueline Ripstein, joining me here today. Jacqueline, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here today.
It's wonderful, wonderful to be with you. My heart sings with joy every time we do this together.
You know, last time we talked about, you know, the first two lessons in the book, and we went through the first two lessons, and that's what you and I are doing. We're taking two lessons at a time because, you know, your message and what transpired when I read this book has deeply profoundly touched me in a way that I did not know. What has this journey been like in putting this radio show together? What has sort of been revealed to you during this process?
Well, again, like everything is amazing in life when you are open to it, even though the book came through me, and I'm only the instrument of it. Every time I go through it, it's like, wow, you know, and I'm learning, and it unchains, or it brings out, like, different levels, you know, like with the onion, like you take out the first layer and there's a second layer, and then you go to the second layer and you read the same, but then you understand further on.
Some days, you know, when something just doesn't turn out exactly the way I thought it would, I ask myself, why am I being tested here? And I know that this lesson is about that. Why are we tested? Or, is that just in our minds?
Well, it's not in our minds. You know, it's the whole energy system that the universe answers to. So when I don't love myself, I will get somebody or an experience into my life to prove me right and to learn from it the opposite, which is, if I didn't love myself, there'll come to my life somebody that will put me down enough to the point that it's even stronger than what I do to myself. And maybe that will help, hopefully, awaken me to understand that it is in loving myself that I can get out of that storm.
Do you believe, and does this depict this piece of art, you know, today's lesson, is it that it becomes painful when we're not aware and we miss the cues, and then, you know, or can we bypass that level of pain through awareness? Do you see what I'm asking? It's really just an interesting question. I actually hadn't asked this question before.
Yes, it's a beautiful question. Thank you for putting it so openly and wisely. You see in the painting that even after the storm, the sun is shining in the brightest. That's a symbol of hope. That's a symbol of awareness.
Have you ever painted anything that you thought, oh, I'm just not happy with that? I wanted to ask you about that.
I've thrown paintings to the wastebasket and my little daughter to get out the hangman in her house. She said to me, Mommy, no, there's no way you're throwing this out. And, you know, yes, it's happened to me. You know, it definitely happened to me. And even when I was doing Our Lady of the Universe for Medjugorje, one day I had the church sending me from Switzerland a fax saying that they saw the devil in her knee and that I had to do something about it. I promise you, Pat, I took a knife and I was about to destroy the painting the way Michelangelo destroyed the Sixtine Chapel the first time.
Yeah.
I understood perfectly. It was like I became him at that point. And at that day, luckily, my ex-PR was staying here at my house, and he took the painting, ran to the room, and closed up. If not, I would have destroyed the painting.
What is the lesson for this particular burden of life? What is the message you'd like to leave us with here today?
Well, first of all, to understand that enlightenment is the result of moving in life with freedom and less burden. To understand that to be a being of light means to be lighter, and the more we are lighter, the more we radiate the light of God, within us and for others, and that's the way we become a divine human being and a contagious human being towards enlightenment, if you want to call it that way.